Chapter 16 Investigation. Ta-da! I'm here, everyone. I know it's been forever, lol, but I still love you. So thanks for reviewing, and here's a reward for your trouble. A new chappy. Oh, and by the way, this fic will have a sequel too. It'll be about Yai and Chai next time. Woo! This is the real Chapter 16. I just realized I had an entire chapter sitting in my computer, staring at me calling me an idiot. So, sorry guys, you gotta peek before you're supposed to, so you can reread this again. Thanks to everyone who read and reviewed. Natalie, honey, wake up. The plane's landing. Tori shook Nellie's body gently, worrying just how much it would take to wake the younger girl up. She had been out like a light as soon as their plane had taken off from the shore airport, and now that they were back in Tindex City, he had expected her to wake up just as quickly. Apparently, that wasn't the case. Honey. Tori leaned very close to the slumbering girl's ear, still continuing to shake her softly, although to Natalie it felt more like a caress. He poked her cheek gently, and she started awake, her purple eyes almost glowing with haste from sleep. Tori? What's the matter? Nate, we're landing in Tindex City. Wake up, honey. Added his response. Nellie stretched, her half-lit eyes sliding open fully. Oh, we're here? Yeah, so wake up already, Tori told her, a smile spreading across his face. His midnight blue eyes warmed to a deep blue color, as Natalie leaned forward and kissed him. Tori blushed heavily, as he had been expecting the kiss, and he watched Natalie in surprise, who giggled mischievously. Good morning, Tori, she said, her devilish smile totally messing up the meaning behind the simple phrase. Good morning to you too. Tori couldn't help but laugh. Natalie was just so cute. Len looked over from the seat across the aisle and smiled at the two of them, happy to see Natalie awake. Hey, you two. The four of us were just talking. And we think it'd be best for us to go in groups of two. Maylee finished for Lan, leaning forward in her seat so that she could be seen too. Split up? For what? I think it's better if Yaya and I went to pay for Chizo's father in jail. I want to go alone, but ow! Chai held his stomach as Yaya dug her elbow in even further. I refuse to allow going there alone, and no one would touch us. We're entirely too prominent. They have a point. Yaya's big forehead used to be shining silver. Oh, ow! Darn it, Yai! Blank groaned as a hand slammed down on top of her skull. Yai stood holding her fist up in irritation, leaning over the back of her seat to deliver Len another blow, should he open his mouth to say something else stupid. The group shut a lap before Maylee continued where Chad left off. And we think it's best for us to go and see the relatives that Chizo was living with. And you want us to go visit his mom? Tori questioned, although he pretty much already knew the answer. Well, yeah, I think having Nellie meet the mom would probably be the best idea, Milo said thoughtfully. The fact that she was the only other girl to love the Dex beside herself will warm her heart and make her a lot more willing to help us. I only got to see her once too, and it was from a distance. Nellie remembered that meeting as if it had happened yesterday. Dex's mom was a beautiful woman, pretty enough to be a model. She never understood how a woman like that could fall for a man like Dex's dad. All passengers, please grab your belongings and exit the plane. And remember, safety first. Nellie watched as Tori reached up, grabbing both of their belongings from the overhead compartment, before handing Nellie her bag, or handing, whichever the word is. We should hurry up, Nate. Miss Anastasia. Nellie was all small since she got in line behind Tori. Oh, me too. I wonder how our little angel is doing. Maylee came behind them. You two sound just like real parents. Nellie tried her hardest not to blush, but failed miserably. Well, she's doing great, you know. Mom's been calling us every hour about something else that the crow's done. She thinks she's just the cutest baby in the world. She even says she's cuter than I was, Len cried, pounding from a spot behind Maylu. The entire group of friends laughed as she shoved off the plane. 2 hours later. Alright, we're heading to visit Dex and Chisao's mom, Tori told everyone, taking Nellie's hand gently. She turned her face away from the friends as a pretty red blush stained her cheeks and waited for Maylu's response. And we're going to visit relatives that Chisao's staying with right now, Maylee replied, nodding resolutely. We're off to visit Chisao's dad in prison, Yai added, pushing Chad towards the limo. We can drop you guys off where you need to go. The jail is the furthest. What about Dex's dad? Should we go see him? Nellie interjected, the thought coming to her mind almost immediately, or instantly. Truth be told, she had never met Dex's father, and she definitely hadn't thought of him until just now. Oh darn, I forgot all about him, Len commented, smacking his head on his forehead. He sighed and shook his head slowly, as if the idea had been staring him in the face all along. Will it be with Dex's mom or alone? Well, really, I don't know. When we met Dex, Chiso was staying with her mom. I'm assuming she was with Chiso's dad then. So do you think her and Dex's dad got back together? Since Chiso's dad is in jail now? Maylee crossed her arms over her chest as her mind ran through all the possibilities of the unusual relationships going on in Dex's family. We should ask her, Nellie said, bluntly. Tori shook his head, fixing his knobby gaze on Nellie. That's not really something you ask, Nate. Well, she doesn't want to talk about it. What if Dex dad doesn't even know about Chisao? Here, Chad had to speak up. If he didn't know about Chisao, there would be no way he would just let some random man's kid under his roof. He has to know. Chad does have a point, Len agreed, although he really didn't want to. Anyway, I say we go to each place and get info. Then work our way out from there. No point in guessing about things we don't know about. He was already opened the living door, she spoke, getting with Chad following close behind her. Right. At Dex's mom's house. Bye, everyone. Ned waved happily as Yai's limo pulled away from the curb, while Tori matched a small wave of his own. He wrapped his arm around Natalie's waist and turned around, so that she was facing the door at the blue house with him. Are you ready, honey? Tori asked, glancing at Natalie out the corner of his eyes. He saw her give a brief nod, her purple eyes going a steely violet as she stared up at the door with a sense of dread and anticipation. I've never been more ready in my life, Tori. Let's go. Natalie took the first step towards the house, taking Tori's hand as his arm dropped from around her. He let her lead him up to the front door, where they stopped side by side and Nellie rang the doorbell. Here we go, Tori whispered, smiling reassuringly at Nellie. She gave him another smile back as the door popped open, revealing the prettiest woman Tori had ever seen in his whole life. Known as pretty and not beautiful, that word was reserved for Natalie. Oh, hello there. I remember you. Natalie, right? Oh, so worried that something had happened to you. How are you doing? So Yoma's deep green eyes looked from left to right at both teens before she stepped toward the door. Oh, I'm so rude. Come in. Have a seat. Thank you, Miss Oyama. This is Tori. He's my new boyfriend. Natalie told her softly, following the woman inside. She ushered him to the living room where a man was already sitting and having tea. And boy, they looked just like Dex. Tori had to blink repeatedly to make sure he wasn't seeing a ghost. Dex? Oh no, not at all. That's my brother-in-law. It's Oyama's twin brother. He just came by to pay me a visit. He was worried I wasn't doing that well. The woman sat down on the couch across from the two teens on the love seat. I take it those flowers and decorations were from you, Natalie? Yes, ma'am. My mom helped me order them. I had hoped they had delivered them properly. I guess I had worried over nothing. You sure did, dear. But they were breathtakingly beautiful flowers. The blue roses, right? Yes, ma'am. Miss Oyama took a seat from her own tea cup, her forest-colored gaze falling on both Tori and Natalie. So, what can I do for you two? Well, ma'am, Natalie started, but she just didn't know how to continue. We came to see if you had any way to communicate with Chisao. We wanted to see if he was doing okay without Dex around, since we were Dex's closest friends. Tori's like came out smoothing without a hitch. If Natalie didn't know the truth, she'd have believed the story wholeheartedly. Tears sprang to the old woman's face, or eyes. Oh, you children are so sweet to one another. But sadly, I haven't seen or heard from my baby in months. They sent him out to a boys' private school. I've been told since his father went to prison. That poor man. Miss Yoma's eyes filled with grief at the mention of both her son and her incarcerated ex. Were you there when he was arrested? Oh no. I just left to patch things up with my husband so he and Chisa were together when he was sent to prison. I tried to get Chesa from him and his family, but since he had full custody, I couldn't have him. Patch things up? Nellie questioned, sipping her tea nonchalantly to cover up the magnitude of her question. It seemed Miss Oyama didn't mind very much. Well, you see, I had an affair with Chisa's father. We were high school sweethearts, and somehow we ended up working together. One thing led to another, and before I knew it, I had run away from home to be with the man I truly loved. But you went back. Well, yes, because Chisa's father felt terribly guilty for taking me away from my husband and Dex. It got so bad that he went to visit Mr. Oyama. Here, the woman's eyes filled with even more sadness, if it was possible. Wow, what a brave man, Tori commented, taking hold of Nellie's hand. Her violet eyes looked a bit sad, too. I'd say, that's why I love him so much. But when he came here, my husband thought he was trying to rob the house or something and attacked him. I walked in just as the two began to fight. Chisa's dad became distracted because I had walked in. I stupidly took his gaze from my husband. It was curtains from then on. Nellie nearly choked her tea as Tori patted her back softly. He smiled nervously at Miss Oyama and asked her to continue. Then what happened? I had to tell him the whole truth. I spared nothing that night. During my story, though, my husband was so enraged that he attacked Chisa's father yet again. This time the two went at it tooth and nail. I was so afraid I called the police. Miss Yuma gasped for breath during her storytelling, while the two preteens scooted up in their chairs. Their story was pretty interesting, to say the least. My brother had Chizo's father arrested on the spot. The man sitting beside Mr. Oyama spoke up for the first time since the two arrived. Now his gaze fell on Mr. Oyama's twin brother. The man truly did look like Dex, but his voice was much more mature and confident. It sounded odd coming from Dex's face. On what charges? He was trespassing, and who could deny that it was an assault? The only person who wouldn't say otherwise was my sister-in-law here, and I was about to put my own husband in jail. Mr. Oyama replied smartly. So you sent your lover in his place? Nellie questioned, forgetting herself for a moment. All eyes fell upon the girl, but she wasn't going to back down. Whatsoever. I didn't I? But I had to. If I didn't, my husband would have... Miss Yuma cut herself off as she covered her mouth. Tears started to flow down her lovely cheeks. She knew her actions only improved Nellie's accusations. The young girl felt the urge to shake her head and stood up. Tori followed suit, feeling that now would be an excellent time to leave. The look in Nellie's face that she was slowly becoming furious. I think now would be a good time to go, Tori said softly, as the twin Mr. Oyama patted his sobbing sister-in-law on the back. He nodded slowly, though he had a gentle smile on his face. As Nellie made her way to the door, Tori followed her, but could feel the man's eyes still on him. He turned slowly, and the Dex lookalike continued to smile at him as he said softly, Perhaps you two will find a way to bring my brother home. Tori shut the door behind himself softly. With Chad and Yai. I thought it would be very angry if you won't let me in to see Mr. Oyama, Yai cried, pushing roughly against the guard's shoulder. The man wouldn't budge, but Yai could see the fear in his eyes. And she wanted to eat his sorry behind alive. I'm telling you, Miss Yai, there's no such man in here. But there has to be. He was arrested for like 8 different things. Miss Yai, he's not. Chad held up his hand in front of the man's face and turned to his girlfriend's slight irritation. Yai, he isn't here. What? Chad, my sources can't be wrong. We know that Chizo's father isn't here. But Chizo has his mom's last name. We don't find out Mr. Oyama here because he's not in jail. This man, Chizo's father must have a different last name. As Chad pondered the fidelity of his claim, he took his PT out of his pocket slowly. The guard glanced between the two rich tweens, the fear still clear on his voice. Finally, Chad turned his PT in the man's direction. We need him. This man right here. Oh, you mean Uchiki? Ayako Uchiki? You two want to see him? The guard glanced between the picture and two very mean-looking tweens nervously. He didn't really want to lose his job. These were prominent kids. Yeah, doofus. Lead the way, if you can, Yai told me indignantly, lifting her chin high in the air. Chad glanced at her out of the corner of his eyes, as a smirk warmed its way across his face. He really loved the proud, rude girl beside him. Yes, Miss Yai. The guard didn't hesitate to lead the two down a dark, gray-painted hallway. There were bars everywhere, over the windows, over the doors, all over the place, even with the sunlight gleaming into the bar windows. The Tintype City Penitentiary looked nothing short of desolate. The path was boring and had nothing of interest to look at. Yai ignored the cellmates that jibbed and called out to her. Her chin raising, she completely ignored them. Chad could only follow the principal with a smirk still planted on his face. Ruchiki, you've got visitors, the guard called, knocking on the gate at the very last cell at the end of the hall. Yai and Chad peered in between the bars, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supposedly dangerous man. What they found there was surprising, to say the least. The gate slid on to make the way for a smiley-faced man with rosy cheeks. His brown eyes were wide with innocent joy. Why, hello there. I definitely wasn't expecting any visitors. Wish I had tea, but, well, they told me I wasn't allowed to go in the kitchen without permission. Permission granted. Go ahead and show our guest to the warden's dining room. He's already given us permission. Wow, thanks so much. Although I'm worried we won't have the best tea here in this dark place. Ayako smiled warmly at the two as he led them away from the guard, who still looked pretty terrified of the blonde devil known as Yai. That's alright, Mr. Ruchiki. Oh, call me Ayako, kids. I won't be mad, I promise. Ayako opened the door and ushered the twins into a lavish dining room, complete with a royal purple velveteen tablecloth and golden china. I'll have your tea ready in but a moment. For the meantime, have a seat, okay? Ayako went about his task of heating the water on a hot plate full of tea, and then came back to sit at the table where Chad and Yai waited for him. So, to what do I owe this visit? Well, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Yai. Here, Yai pointed to herself, then a boy from beside her. And this is Chad. We're here to ask you a few questions about your son. Chisao? Well, last I heard he was with my family. He's not hurt, is he? What's wrong with him? The yoga stood by the hot plate. His hand rested on the teacup before he sat down gently. His hazel eyes grew wide with worry. They appeared as if he was trying his hardest to hide it. Yai raised her hands in a defensive gesture, hoping to calm Ayaka's panic over his child. Please, calm down. We aren't sure if this is true or not, but we have reason to believe that your son, Chisao, has joined an underground terrorist organization. Have you ever heard of the word 3? Teacup plummeted to the ground and shattered a bit as Ayaka stood still, totally worried now. Word 3? My dear son! Ayaka slumped down in the chair closest to him, clutching his arm to his chest in obvious pain. What has happened to why I've been in here? What's going on? You mean you didn't know? Today was a very surprising day for Yai. Oh, I have been in this place for nearly 3 years now. I have no clue what's occurring on the outside. Oh, my little Chisao. Yai tried not to feel any sympathy for the man because he was a criminal, but the action was easier said than done. She could tell that Yoko was a doting father, one of those who protected his son with everything he had. How was this man put in jail? It appeared like he really didn't belong here. Ayako, we really don't know where he is or what he's doing. That's why we want to ask you questions, to see if you can help us. We know Chisa's not a bad kid. He's never been, I told him, as kindly as she could manage. Yai fought the urge to chuckle in amusement. Yai wasn't this nice to very many people. Well, Yako stuttered as he leaned his head back against the chair. There was sadness written all over his face as he spoke to the two twins. I'm not sure if I know where to start. You can start by telling us how you got here, Chad told the man firmly. He received a solemn nod from Yai as Ayaka looked between the two. Both twins matched his gaze evenly and equally, as if daring him to deem them not worthy. Ayaka sighed loudly and dejectedly before he began his story. With Lan and Meilu. Are you sure this is the right house? Lan looked down the tiny slip of paper one more time, before he took another glimpse around. There were about 3 cars in front of the house, and for some reason, it still seemed kind of empty. Meilu, I'm sure. See, here, you look. Lan handed the paper slip as he shoved his hand in his vest pocket. He didn't wait for Meilu to read the words on the paper, though, and began at a steady pace towards the door. Something just doesn't feel right for me, Meilu was soft as she slid the paper in her pocket. She followed behind Lan closely, examining the area as closely as she could. Lan nodded and swallowed thickly as he came to the front door. You ready? I'm behind you all the way, Lan. Lan's heart pounded in unspoken joy as he rang the doorbell. Ding dong! Once. Ding dong! Twice. Ding dong! 3 times. Lan turned his gaze towards Meilu, but before she could open her mouth to speak, the door began to slowly creak open by itself. Meilu gripped Lan's arm and together they walked into the house. Lan, I know. Don't worry, Meilu, it's fine. Even though Lan was saying this to Meilu, he wasn't sure if he believed himself. The couple strode into a beautiful living room together. They looked very cozy and homely. There was a fireplace with one long sectional couch on it and a large flat-screen TV. That, for some reason, was still running. But what Lan and Meilu noticed wasn't the show on the TV screen. No, there were much more pressing matters. The hardwood floor of the living room was splattered in red liquid. There were 3 bodies there, 2 adults and a child. One stepped towards the kitchen, and another body was laying face flat on the floor, clear as day. Lan bit down on his bottom lip, wanted to close his eyes, but it wouldn't help erase the image. It was burned into his mind, probably forever. The native was just about to open his mouth to speak when a footstep drooped heavily on the stairs. An 11-year-old boy with brown hair and rosy cheeks walked with his head downcast, not even noticing the 2 in the living room. There was blood on his face and hands. Lan stepped in front of Meilu, in case something went bad. But as soon as the child was close enough, both twins knew who he was immediately. Lan felt his breath leave him nervously as the boy finally looked up and saw them. The 2 stared at the solitary kid as his honey gaze regarded them as well. Chisao? Oh my god! Meilu's voice broke the dead silence, as she clung even tighter to Lan, if that was possible. And that was all it took. The boy gave a choked sob and ran over to the couple immediately. And Lan wasn't sure if he should hit him or run. But when Chiso got to them with her arms wide open and nearly tackled Meilu to the ground in tears, Lan knew otherwise. Meilu, I didn't do anything. I swear it. I swear. Nothing. I didn't do anything. Chiso cried at the top of his lungs, clinging to Milo like a lifeline. Malo's heartstrings pulled painfully as she patted Chiso's back in comfort. Then lowered himself to his knees to be on a face-to-face talk with the child. Chiso, what happened here? I don't know. I was at school. Daddy had paid me for going to private school. I go there now and live there. I only come home for the weekends and breaks. Melu, my honest... Chiso couldn't even finish the statement as he choked on his own words. His sobs increased in volume, and intensity of that was at all possible. Wait, so if you've been as good this whole time, Len began, patting Chiso's back solemnly, then it wasn't Chiso. Melu finished for him, looking at Len's face over the young boy's shoulder. Len, Chiso is not one doing this. Ring, ring! Both Len and Melu froze as the PTs began to ring at the exact same time. Melu looked at Len in slight shock, and immediately hit the answer button, holding the PT up in the front of her face, while holding Chiso to her at the same time. Nellie's panicked face popped up on the screen. Freaking dead stack sucks! I was just about to say that. He really does suck. Jack cried from Len's PT. Len shook his head as the two girls waiting for them to continue. What are you two talking about? Melly questioned, holding her PT next to Len so the two could hear one another. Dad's dead. Dex's dad's and Chiso's dead to Chip because he was angry. Nelly started to cry, but Jack cut her off quickly. Yeah, and Chiso doesn't even live with us anymore. He's in private school. Jack cried in anger. We know. He's here with us. And all of his relatives were murdered. Len told both girls quietly, turning his camera in Chiso's direction. Silence was his answer. Finally, Tori took the PT from Ned gently. Chiso is innocent. The person behind all this drama, all this mess, the person who killed Chiso's family is me. Len and Maya barely had time to rest the big man looming behind him. As pain and darkness filled their minds, Len found himself wondering if he was hallucinating. Was that really Dex?